What is going on, everybody? This is Mr. Steve Wrestling. I don't usually make videos like this, but this is a groundbreaking news regarding what's happening in the wrestling world. Kazuchika Okada, one of the greatest wrestlers in New Japan Pro Wrestling, is set to leave the company by the time he's finishing with New Japan dates, even though his contract expires at the end of January. It's shocking to say that the Rainmaker was going to stay with New Japan for life, just like Hiroshi Tanahashi. Sadly, it is no longer the case since Kazuchika has already made his move from New Japan. One of the reasons is because he has accomplished a lot of accolades in New Japan. 2-time IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, 5-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, longest reigning IWGP Heavyweight Champion of all time, which he held it for 720 days, 4-time G1 Climax winner, New Japan Cup winner. He headlined Wrestle Kingdom at the Tokyo Dome multiple times. He wrestled many dream matches he fought with, including his epic encounter with Bryan Danielson and Will Ospreay, and he's currently holding the Never Openweight 6-man tag team title with Hiroshi Tanahashi and Tomohiro Ishii. With all the accolades being mentioned here, it seems like Kazuchika has already proven himself with his stature and accomplishments in New Japan. NJPW did put out their official statement regarding his departure with the company. Thank you for supporting New Japan Pro Wrestling. Kazuchika Okada will be leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling after the conclusion of his contract on January 31, 2024. We apologize to fans for the abrupt nature of this announcement, but join them in wishing Okada the very best in his future. As the New Beginning series begins this weekend, Okada will appear on February dates on February 11 in Osaka and February 23 and 24 in Sapporo. Changes will be made to forthcoming cards with an announcement to follow. We appreciate your understanding and continued support. So in other words, he's going to be finishing up with New Japan dates, and most likely he could be having a proper send-off with New Japan, just like what they did with Shinsuke Nakamura several years ago before joining with WWE. Kazuchika made a comment about his departure and said, "I have nothing but gratitude for having been a part of New Japan Pro Wrestling since 2007 and for NJPW bringing me from a 19-year-old kid off the plane in Mexico to the Rainmaker I am today. Thank you to the best of companies in New Japan Pro Wrestling, to the best opponents that I've been able to face here, and to the best of fans that have cheered and booed over the years. I promise to make it rain in every match I have left, so keep watching." With rumors and speculations, we could be seeing Kazuchika signing with wrestling companies in America he's going to. So Tony Khan made a tweet earlier that 2024 could be a great year for AEW, even despite the fact that there were big ups and downs when it comes to AEW's moral and momentum that Tony Khan is trying to put in. It could be very possible that Kazuchika is going to be all elite, depending on how much Tony Khan is going to pay him. So hey, if he signs with AEW, we could be witnessing a lot of dream matches and rivalries. Heck, we could be seeing another rivalry between him and Will Ospreay, especially since Will made a comment about whether these two will most likely encounter again after their epic match at Battle in the Valley. However, like I said, there's been big ups and downs for AEW because of many flaws, dramas, and tribalism that you hear on the internet. But I can't speak on that since this has nothing to do with him. Anyways, there's been rumors and speculation that Kazuchika could be heading back to TNA Wrestling, where he had his excursion in American soil. A little history about his time with TNA back in 2010 and 2011. He had a disastrous run, especially that gimmick he was given that led to New Japan no longer wanting to work with TNA because of bad creative, backstage politics, bad old looking Barbie woman, and Vince Russo, just in general. Thankfully, Kazuchika said that he felt that his time in the promotion was beneficial to him, as he learned he needed more than just a good match. He needed a character, in which he found himself a Rainmaker gimmick. But hey, at least he found a good reason to find himself a character and persona despite having a horrendous run with TNA, am I right? But yeah, It was cool to see him back in TNA for the first time in over a decade. Seeing Kazuchika in TNA full time could be a great addition since things have changed a lot lately in the recent year, especially the company is doing well so far. However, TNA isn't the only company that they're trying to go after him. It's no secret that WWE is also a possibility, in which, ironically, it is very impossible to see him inside the WWE ring. I mean, could you imagine seeing him facing the head of the table, wrestling against the Viper Randy Orton, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Seth freaking Rollins, John Cena at WrestleMania? Who knows? Heck, we could be seeing some chaos moment where we would see a reunion between him and the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, like the good old days. I mean, there's no doubt that WWE is going to offer him a lot of money and possibly better creative directions, or most importantly, a better business deal. Look on the downside. WWE has been known to limiting dangerous moves, preventing serious injuries, even under Triple H's creative direction. WWE is known for trademarking gimmicks and names as well. However, there's no way, as for Kazuchika Okada, that we could be seeing him with a different name and different gimmick because of his well-known stature and moniker that he had in New Japan. But it's more likely that he will keep the gimmick if he signs with WWE. So hey, never say never when it comes to the wrestling world. All for more reason why I'm still shocked to see CM Punk back in WWE to this day after his fallout with AEW. I can't say which company he's going to, but as long as he's happy with where he's at or where he's going. But when it comes to his personal life, I just learned that he has a wife and a kid. His wife is a famous Japanese celebrity, so it's very skeptical to see which company he's going to. If Kazuchika is thinking about wanting to wrestle big time matches and still want to go back to Japan time to time, it's either AEW or TNA. However, if he ever decides to make a profit amount of money, or whether he thinks about moving to America full time with his family and wrestle for TV and house shows almost every single week, that would be WWE. For me personally, he's no doubt one of the best wrestlers in the modern era, and he's one of the reasons who got me into watching New Japan next to Hiroshi Tanahashi and Tetsuya Naito. I was very grateful that I got to witness him wrestling at Capital Collision twice, and I hope to see what's next for him after his long and tremendous run with New Japan. With that said, thank you everyone for watching and listening to this video. I know I don't usually make this video like that, but because I only do this just to get the feelings out of it. Let me know your thoughts and comments about Kazuchika Okada leaving New Japan, or whether he would sign with AEW, TNA, or WWE. Be sure to hit the like button, comment below, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell icon for more wrestling content. Hope to see you again in the next one.